Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, December 31st, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I align my decisions with that which I value. Here we are completing another year together. Happy New Year's Eve. New Year's isn't necessarily my favorite New Year's. I definitely prefer to go with the astrological one, with the seasonal one. But, I think that there's a reminder with there being so many New Year's throughout the year that there's always an opportunity for a new beginning. And that we can always utilize a new moment, a new breath, a new day to begin again. So, our astro today, like in and of itself, is quiet. We do have some stuff building, and I want to start there. So, that Mars-Pluto opposition, Mars retrograde in Leo, Pluto in Aquarius, it's fire and electric energies, which can be extra fiery, extra phonetic, extra potent. That's building to an opposition. That is not going to be happening until the 2nd, but we're for sure going to be feeling it. And if you are out and celebrating, I do encourage you to utilize your discernment and to check your own personal reactivity, because that energy can be nuclear reactive, right? So check that, because there's a lot of that going in the world. We're also having our wind up of the nodes. So as of today, we have the nodes reaching 0. There's 0 Aries and 0 Libra, and we'll be moving in 12 days on 1/11 into the signs of Pisces and Virgo, but everything builds upon it, right? So we really want to be focusing on how we can embrace that North Node and Aries energy, embrace who we are, love who we are. The 0-degree energy is actually really potent and very transformational, which I got this here in the cards. So we may have some transformational moments. Now, we're also entering the year of the snake, which is very transformational, right? So we're going to be embracing these transformational energies, but here it is right here with the 0. So seeing where we can embrace who we are, and sometimes when we embrace who we are, others around us don't like it so much, or we have molded ourselves to be pleasing to others in many ways. That can sometimes be that South Node in Libra energy, and we just want to be really aware of that, and where we are causing rifts, betrayal, lack of trust within ourselves, because we're behaving as other people want us to, because we're showing up as other people want us to, because we're creating peace outside of ourselves to the detriment of ourselves. I'm not saying it's bad to be peaceful out in the world or to be, kind or anything. None of that is what it is. But it's when we're causing rifts within ourselves. We're causing literal holy wars within ourselves that then do translate. If you are trying to create peace from not being peaceful, from betraying yourself, you are not ultimately creating peace. And so with these nodes, it feeds into that North Node Aries energy and creates war instead. So this is why we really want to work on embracing who we are and trusting that who you are in your full divine self is as you were created to be, as you were meant to be, as the world desires and wants you to be. Now, it's not to say that there aren't layers of us that we think are ourselves that may need, what would be the right word? Because I don't think healing is the right word. Mending. There may be parts of ourselves that need mending because these parts of ourselves have been ragged and pained over times. So do keep that in mind. But, Chiron and Aries is also working on that. So check. Today the Astro for just today has the moon coming off of the new moon in Capricorn. Beautiful, helping us intend and align for this new year unfolding. It's connecting with Uranus and it's connecting with Neptune. And both of these are easy connections. I mean, Uranus is always Uranus, but it's a trine with Uranus. And so we might have a few things kind of like shifting in the works. But Capricorn energy is like, don't worry, it's on purpose. There is purpose in this. This is going to be good for you. This is going to raise you up. Moon also connecting to Neptune in the evening. To me, this is always a reminder as Capricorn connects into Pisces of our divine selves. I think sometimes Capricorn can get so sucked into life as we know it here in the 3D physical plane, the societal demands, all of that. And connections to Pisces is like, oh wait, I'm hearing the song by Sting. And then I automatically like try to sing it. But like, we are spirits in a material world, right? And so reminding us of those divine parts of ourselves and to align with those divine parts of ourselves and know that we can be fully divine humans. Fully, perfectly imperfect divine humans. So I love that connection. It can also bring a lot of ahas, a lot of insight. I have things to say, but I just don't think it's time yet. You know, thinking about as the nodes do move in, North Node moving into Pisces, but we're not there yet. So we're going to focus on that 0 Aries for now, focusing on who we are, where we are right now, right here and now. I also want to mention that we do have Venus finishing up in the sign of Aquarius. And so that's adding a little spark to it all, but hopefully it's adding to the spark of us loving and appreciating ourselves, who we are, who we came here to be. So let's look at these cards. Like I said, we have the transformation card, but the top of the cards is the politics card. Politics card in reverse. I never love the politics card, but you know, especially in reverse, it's like, stop thinking you need to play in the politics. Like, what, there's a quote by Rumi, like, take your mask off, your face is glorious, is basically the quote. And so when I see the politics card, which has that mask, and hey, there's that snake energy. I've been seeing snake energy popping up for sure. Year of the snake coming in. I mean, I want to give dragon its full due, but snake's coming in hot. But watch for the politics and watch for where there's like a cat hair on my nose and it's itching so much. This is what happens when you push your face into your little floofy friends and they leave behind cat hairs. Anyway, for all I know, it could have been a Mimi hair too. But for the politics, watch for where you or others are pushing you into the place of the politics, into pretending. Who are you pretending for? And if you are pretending for yourself, is it your ego? And this isn't talking about, you know, use your illusion. I'm not into fake it till you make it, but any of that. This is where, like, you're genuinely wanting to put on a facade. Like, why? And can you value where you're at without the facade? It looks like we're doing a little shadow work in this energy. We've got the sorrow card. So, you know, we're coming out of the dark of the moon, but the moon still is hanging out in that dark state. So you may have some feels come up. This is also beautiful as we are processing, finishing up the last day of the year. So go there. The adventure card always to me is a card of like, hey, there's some shadow around here, but here you are moving into the light. And this card with it, the experiencing. Sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable, but a lot of times as we face the discomfort, we truly get where we're meant to go, meant to be going. And part of that transformation, part of a deeper empowerment. I pulled a card from the Inquirer Within. I have these sitting here because I've been using these for the year ahead readings. I love to utilize these in year ahead readings. And I pulled the Celebrate Little Things. And I always love the quote, until further notice, celebrate everything. But I think keep this in mind as we finish up this year, as we are grateful for the good, the lessons, the expansion in all ways that 2024 brought us, and the blessings as we tiptoe into 2025. I will be showing up with a scope for January 1st, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you for joining me as we finish up this year, and I look forward to seeing you next year. You can book a 2025 reading with me. Email me for that or any other readings. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.